AI is not going to take your job, but a person with AI, they're going to take your job. You've heard that line, but here's what nobody's talking about. In the age of AI, 90% of knowledge work just became worthless overnight. Cal Newport's book, Deep Work, was written years before ChatGPT, but reading it now, it feels more like a survival guide. Let me show you why. So, in the book, Newport tells a story about a guy named Jason Ben. He had a job moving data between spreadsheets until he realized an Excel macro could do his 6 hour job in 60 seconds. So, the thing you can take from that is that anything shallow is going to get automated. And here's the thing, that was in 2016. Today, AI doesn't just automate spreadsheets, it writes emails, summarizes meetings, creates reports, and generates code. And with the update with Claude Cowork, it's now pretty much doing everything. Here's the brutal truth, if your job is shuffling information, responding to messages, or doing anything you can do while half distracted, you're not going to be able to compete with AI. You're competing with the person who figured out how to use AI to do your job in just minutes. So, what's left? Well, I would argue that in today's day and age, deep work and high agency is the only mode. Newport defines two types of work: shallow work, which is anything you can do while being easily distracted, emails, a lot of meetings, status updates. This stuff is now essentially free. AI does it for pennies and it does it automatically. Deep work is distraction free concentration that pushes your cognitive abilities to the limit. Original thinking, creative breakthroughs, complex problem solving. This is the only mode that's left now. AI can remix existing ideas instantly. What it can't do, at least not yet, is sit with the hard problems for 4, 5, 6 hours and come up with something genuinely novel and new. Carl Jung, for example, built a stone tower in the woods to think through without interruptions. That seemed extreme in 2016. In 2026, it's really your competitive advantage. So, how do you build this skill? While everybody else is racing around trying to figure out the age of AI, Newport's answer was track it like your career depends on it, because it, in this day and age, it really does. Track the lead measure, hours spent in actual deep work. No notifications, no scrolling TikTok, no watching YouTube. High agency, hyper focus, lock in. That's what this year 2026 is about. Keep a physical scoreboard, one tally mark per hour. If you're not hitting 3, 4 hours a day of deep work, you're going to be falling behind. So here's the uncomfortable reality: AI is going to handle most of the shallow work. That's not a threat. It can be actually a gift. It frees you to do the only work that actually matters. But here's the catch: most people won't use that freedom well. They're going to be finding new ways to get distracted. The winners in the age of AI are the people who leverage AI, setting up agents to do work in parallel, automating the shallow stuff, and can still think deeply about their problems. They'll use AI for execution, but they'll protect their ability to do original thinking also. Stop being a human router, start building your tower. Use AI as an army, but keep your mind sharp. Deep work isn't just a productivity hack anymore. It's the skill that's going to make the difference, including in the age of AI. All right, hope you found some value from this. If you liked it, feel free to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.